Good morning. We will be solving a problem on the second method, credit purchase with interest method. Method number 2 is called credit purchase with interest method. So, this method assumes that we are treating the asset as our outright property. We are again doing it in the books of the hire vendor again, but it is method 2 where we are treating it under the credit purchase with interest method. So, when we are treating the asset, although we have not given the full amount, but we will treat as if our asset is ours or the ownership has been transferred, but actually ownership is not transferred, but it is assumed as if we are the owner of the whole machinery. So, here continuing the same example, how the entries will be passed, and after passing the entries we will be going to the ledger accounts and then the balance sheet, preparation of the balance sheet. Now, first of all, the entry number 1 will be for asset being purchased on hire purchase system. When the asset is purchased, what will be the entry? The entry will be the cost price of the machinery is 10,000, at 10,000 rupees we will have to pass the entry. So, here it will be machinery account debited. Okay, let me do it in the columnar form again, that is 2015, 2016 and 2017. So, first entry will be on January 1st of 2015. What will be the entry? Entry will be when we are purchasing the asset on hire purchase basis. The cost of the asset is 10,000. So, the entry will be machinery account debited to hire vendor account. Because it is treated to be a credit sales or assumed to be a credit sale, we will be writing or will be crediting the person who is giving it, credit the giver. Who is the giver? The hire vendor is the giver. So, debit what comes in machinery account debited with the cost price of 10,000 to hire vendor account 10,000. This entry will not be passed in the subsequent years, because we will be purchasing only once. Then on the same date, one more entry will be passed for the down payment. When we are making the down payment, in the down payment there is no element of interest. So, the entire amount of 1,000 rupees which we are making as a down payment, for that the entry will be hire vendor account debited. Why hire vendor account will be debited? Because debit the receiver, he is receiving 1,000 rupees from us in way of down payment. So, the entry will be hire vendor account debited to bank account. Being the down payment made. Now, this down payment is also not made every year. So, no entry will be there in the subsequent years, that is 2016 and 2017. Now, let us come to the third entry, that is at the end of the year when the amount will be due. So, at that time the interest first will be calculated. what is the interest that we are going to give, or what is the amount of interest due on us. Due to whom? Due to the higher vendor. So, the entry will be interest account debited to higher vendor account. So, out of 10,000, 1,000 we have given in the beginning of the year. So, only 9,000 is remaining, and on 9,000 rupees we have to calculate the interest at the rate of 10% on 9,000, it is coming to 900. So, the interest account debited 900. Now, we will give not only 900 towards interest, but also 3,000, that the first year's first installment. At the end of the first year, we will be giving the installment. So, the entry will be higher vendor account debited to bank account. How much will be giving? 3,000 towards the principal and 900 towards interest. In this way, it will be 3,900. Now, let us see the justification of these two entries. Justification is that interest being a nominal account will be debited. That is why we have debited interest account. To higher vendor, because it is due to him, he is our creditor to that extent, 900, for being the interest due to him. To him means he becomes our creditor. Creditor means we have to credit him. So, that is the justification of this entry. Now, coming to the second last entry, why higher vendor account will be debited 3,900? Because debit the receiver. When we are giving 3,900 rupees, debit the receiver, that is higher vendor account debited to what? What is going out? The check to bank account 3,900. Then the time comes to provide depreciation at the end of the year. So, for depreciation, what will be the entry? Depreciation being a nominal account again will be debited, and what will be reduced? Asset account will be reduced. Asset here is the machinery. So, the entry will be depreciation account debited to machinery account how much it will be? It will be on 10,000 at the end of the year we have to provide depreciation on diminishing balance, but first year it is all the same whether it is diminishing balance method or straight line method. On the cost we have to provide, and the cost is 10,000. On 10,000 at the rate of 10% it comes to 1,000. So, depreciation account debited 1,000 to machinery account 1,000. This will be the entry at the end of the first year for depreciation. Then only one entry is remaining. What is that entry? That is the closing entry. In order to close all the nominal accounts, that is interest and depreciation account, we will have to pass that last entry. What is that entry? That entry will be, see, the interest account was debited, to close it, it will be credited. Similarly, depreciation account is debited, so to close it, it will be credited. What will be debited? Profit and loss account will be debited. So, let us write profit and loss account debited. Wait for the total amount, but first write profit and loss account debited to interest account, to depreciation account. To interest account how much? 900. To depreciation account 1,000. So, total amount debited to profit and loss account will be 1,900. This will be the last entry at the end of the first year. Then we will come to the second year. In the second year, these two entries, as I told you, will not appear, because neither we are making any down payment nor we are purchasing the asset. It has already been purchased last year. Coming to 2016, the first entry will be first at the end of the year, that is on 31st December. So, this was January 1st, this was January 1st, but this will be December 31st. Everything will be December 31st. On December 31st, 2016, first of all we have to calculate the interest. What will be the amount of interest? So, the amount of interest will be depending on the amount outstanding on us. So, out of 10,000, first year's interest was 900. So, in this way it is coming to 10,900. How much we have given in the first year? Once we have given the down payment 1,000 here, and again we have given another 3,900. So, total we have given 4,900. That means the amount due at the beginning of the second year is 6,000. So, in order to calculate the interest on 6,000 at the rate of 10%, it comes to 600. So, that 600 rupees will be the amount of interest in the second year. We will be writing 600 in both the places. So, 10,000 plus interest 900 in the first year, total 10,900. We have given down payment 1,000 and once 3,900 in the first installment. So, in this total we have given 4,900. So, from 10,900 when we deduct 4,900, we are getting 6,000. That is the balance at the beginning due on us, due to be paid to the hire vendor. So, the amount of interest on the amount due to the hire vendor at the beginning 6,000, and at the end the interest will be 10% of 6,000. 10% of 6,000 is equal to 600. So, this 600 we have written here. Regarding the depreciation, how the depreciation will be calculated? Depreciation will be calculated on the cost. 10,000 was the original cost at the beginning of the year, and for the full year when we have used it in the first year, it was 1,000 minus first year's depreciation 1,000. So, at the beginning of the second year, that is on January 1st, 2016, or the opening balance of the asset was 9,000. Because we have given the instruction to calculate the depreciation as a percentage on the diminishing balance, that is 10%. So, on 10% of 9,000 will be 900. So, second year's depreciation will be 900, and here is the entry depreciation account debited to machinery account 900 in the second year. We have to transfer this 900 and this interest 600 in the last entry, but here let us give him 600 plus 3,000, that is 3,600. So, for the second installment is given, it will be 3,000 towards the principal and 600 towards the interest. In this, the total amount of the second installment is 3,600. So, that 3,600 we have taken here. Okay. Then depreciation is 900, we have already calculated. Now, we will have to transfer this 600 and this 900 to the profit and loss account, that is to interest account it will be 600, to depreciation account it will be 900. So, the total chargeable to the profit and loss account is 1,500. So, this will be the last entry for the second year. Now, coming to the third year. In the third year, again there will be no entries for the first one and the second one, that is down payment and the purchase of the asset, but interest will be due. How much interest will be due? What is the amount due on us? The amount due on us is like this: 10,000 minus 1,000, that is 9,000, plus interest of the first year 900 So, 9,900. In the first installment we have given 3,900. So, the balance is 6,000, that is at the beginning of the second year. So, interest for the second year is 10% again, that is 600. So, in this way it was 6,600. In the second year, the second installment was given 3,600. So, what is remaining is only 3,000, that is at the beginning of 2017. The amount was 3,000. So, now we can calculate interest at the rate of 10% on the balance due on 1st January 2017, which is amounting to rupees 3,000. So, on 3,000 let us calculate 10%, which is coming to 300. So, the interest will be 300. So, this entry, that is interest account debited to hire vendor account 300, 300. This will be the calculation of interest. Then coming to hire vendor account debited to bank account, how much will be giving? We will give not only 300 towards the interest, but also 3,000 the equal installment, that is equal amount every year we are giving towards the principal, that is 3,000. 3,000 plus 300 is 3,300. We are giving 3,300. So, what will be the entry? The entry will be hire vendor account debited to bank account 3,300. Then we can go to the next entry, that depreciation. How much will be the amount of depreciation? So, for calculating depreciation we can take it like this. It was 10,000 so far the cost is concerned. First year's depreciation was 1,000. So, it was 9,000. Second year's depreciation was 900. So, it was 8,100 at the beginning of the year. So, far the balance of the asset is concerned 8,100. From 8,100 in the third year the depreciation will be 810. So, we can write 810 here, that is depreciation account debited 810 to machinery account 810. So, that is in the third year. Now, once you have got these two entries, interest account and depreciation account, that need be transferred to the profit and loss account. What will be the entry? Profit and loss account debited to interest account, that year it is 300, and to depreciation account it is 810. So, what is the total amount to the profit and loss account? 1,110. So, that will be the last entry. So, in this way we can pass the journal entries for all the 3 years, 2015 the beginning year, 2016 and 2017. And now we will come to the ledger accounts. What are the ledger accounts? Two important ledger accounts in this case are the hire vendor account and the machinery account. Let us prepare hire vendor account and machinery account by taking into consideration all these journal entries. After this we will prepare the balance sheet. So, before preparing the balance sheet, let us prepare the ledger accounts. And what are the ledger accounts? Hire vendor account, this is our machinery account. So, two important ledger accounts which we will prepare are hire vendor account and machinery account. Just we have to post from this. January 1st, 2015, entry is machinery account debited to hire vendor account. Coming to the machinery account, here we can write 2015 January 1st, machinery account debited to hire vendor account. Machinery account debited to hire vendor account. How much? 10,000. So, what is the reverse posting of this? If machinery account debited to hire vendor, then hire vendor account is credited by machinery. So, here we can write 2015 January 1st by machinery 10,000. So, this is the posting of the first entry. Coming to the second entry, that is on the same date again, hire vendor account debited to bank account. So, hire vendor account debited to bank account 2015 January 1st to bank. This is the down payment, that is 1,000. Then let us come to this entry. Bank account we are not maintaining, only hire vendor account posting we have already made. Interest account debited to hire vendor. Interest account also we are not maintaining, so only hire vendor account. So, it is on December 31st, hire vendor account is getting credited by interest account 900. So, hire vendor account credited December 31st by interest account 900. So, this posting is over. Now, come to this account, hire vendor account debited to bank account 3,900. So, December 31st to bank, that is the first installment we can say, we are giving 3,900. Then depreciation account debited to machinery account 1,000. Depreciation account debited to machinery means machinery account is credited by depreciation 1,000. Date 31st December 2015, December 31st. Then profit and loss account debited to interest account, depreciation account. Neither we are preparing interest account or depreciation account here due to lack of space, and profit and loss account also, that is extract, that is not maintained here. So, these are the two accounts. Now, we have to balance these two accounts and carry forward the balance to the next year. Now, coming to this side is bigger, 10,900, 10,900. Same date, two balance carried down 6,000. So that in the next year 2015, 2016 January 1st we will have by balance brought down 6,000. Similarly, machinery account, this side is bigger. So, let us write on the same date by balance carried down 10,000, here it is 10,000, so 9,000. Two balance brought down 2016 January 1st. If it is December 31st, 2015, then the carry forward will be the opening balance on the first date of 2016, that is the next year, January 1st. Two balance brought down 9,000. So, in this way we have already completed the balancing of the two important accounts, that is hire vendor account and machinery account for the first year. Coming to the second year now, we will go to second year, that is 2016. There is no entry in these two respects. So, interest account debited to hire vendor account, when? On December 31st, 2016. Now, if the entry is interest account debited to hire vendor, we can write here December 31st by interest. How much? 600. In the second year the interest is 600. And then we will come to higher vendor account debited to bank account 3600. Higher vendor account debited to bank 3600. That is when? That is on December 31st. So, let us write 2016 December 31st. This will be the entry. Then the next entry is depreciation account debited to machinery account, or machinery account is credited by depreciation account. This is again December 31st 2016 by depreciation 900. Then the last entry is profit and loss account debited to interest account to depreciation account. We are not doing it because of lack of place. So, now let us balance these two accounts again at the end of the second year. At the end of the second year, it will be this total is bigger 6600, 6600. So, that on December 31st, to balance carried down 3000, and here it is brought to 2017 January 1st by balance brought down, how much? 3000. So, this account is balanced. Coming to machinery account, this side is 9000, this side is 900. So, by balance carried down on the same date December 30th by balance carried down, how much? This is 9000, total is 9000 minus 900, so 8100. If it is by balance carried down on December 31st 2016, in 2017 January 1st, it will be brought forward as to balance brought down 8100. This is all regarding the hire vendor account and machinery account so far as the second year, that is 2016 is concerned. Now, come to 2017, these postings. First of all, interest account debited to hire vendor. So, December 31st, that is 2017 by interest account 300, by interest 300. This is over. Then the next entry is higher vendor account debited 3300 to bank account. So, here we can write 2017 December 31st to bank 3300. So, that it is closed. This account is now closed. Both the sides are same, there is no balance left. So, it is closed 3300. Coming to the machinery account, this depreciation account will affect it. The entry will be depreciation account debited 810 to machinery account 810, or machinery account is credited by depreciation 810. On which date? That is the last year 2017 December 31st. 2017 December 31st by depreciation 810. No further entries are there. Profit and loss account debited to interest and depreciation account will be taken to profit and loss account. We are not preparing. Then this account will be closed on the same date by balance carried down, how much? 8100, 8100. So, it will be 0, 9, 2 and 7. So, in 2018 January 1st it will be brought down, two balance brought down at 7,290. So, this is the journal and this is the ledger. Now, let us come to the balance sheet, how it will appear in the balance sheet. In this case asset means machinery, the asset account will appear in the balance sheet at cost less number 1 depreciation, cost less depreciation so far, and amount due to the hire vendor, and number 2 amount due to hire vendor. It will be better to tell it cost or book value. So, this is the note. On the basis of this note we can prepare the balance sheet and it will be very clear. So, the balance sheet will be like this. We are taking the extracts only regarding the asset account and hire vendor account, nothing else. So, we can call it balance sheet extracts only. This is the liability side, we have nothing to write here. On the asset side, in the amount column, how we will write? First of all, the asset account will appear in the balance sheet at cost or book value less depreciation and amount due to the hire vendor. So, all the accounts are there with us. First of all, the machinery at cost is how much? 10,000. Machinery cost was 10,000. It should be shown at 10,000 less depreciation 1,000. So, let us write cost. In the first year it is the cost or book value. In the second year it will be book value. So, in the first year it will be cost, and in the second year, third year, etc., it will be book value. Book value is how much? 10,000 less depreciation. What is the depreciation in the first year? The first year depreciation is amounting to rupees 1,000. So, cost was 10,000 less depreciation 1,000, it is coming to 9,000. From 9,000 again we have to deduct the amount due to hire vendor. What is the amount due to the hire vendor? Let us see the hire vendor. Hire vendor account is having a balance of 6,000 at the end of the first year. Two balance carried down, by balance brought down. That means that is the amount owing to the hire vendor. So, less amount due to the hire vendor that is 6,000. So, you can show it at 3,000. So, asset value will be shown at 3,000. Now, coming to the second year, how it will be there? Second year, these figures will be just changed. How? Second year, what is the book value? Because first year it was cost, but second year it is book value. Book value means the amount of cost less depreciation up to date. So, 10,000 minus 1,000 is equal to 9,000. So, in the second year we can show it at 9,000, that is the written down value, less depreciation. And what is the depreciation of the second year? The second year's depreciation will be 900. We can see it here. 900 is the second year depreciation, 900. So, it should be 8100. But again we have to deduct the amount due to the vendor. What is the amount due to the vendor? That is 3000. At the end of the year, it was 3000 at the end of the second year. So, 3000. In this way, it is coming to 5100. Previously, it was 3000. Now, it is coming to 5100. Then we will be coming to the next year, third year. Third year again, the figure should be changed. So, we can take it like this. Third year, what is the cost or book value? Let us take it the book value now. Book value or written down value, which is coming to machinery account written down value is 8100, sorry 8100, less depreciation. That year the depreciation amounts to 810. 810. So, it is coming to 7290. But from 7290, we have to deduct the less amount due to the hire vendor. What is the amount due to the hire vendor? Nothing. In the last year, it was 3000, along with interest it was 3300, and we paid 3300. So, there is no balance left. So, nil. It will be 7290. So, last year, even if you do not write anything here, because no amount is due to the landlord, directly we can write here 7290. This is just for the continuance of the procedure I had given, but it is better not to write that. Book value 8100, less depreciation 810, that is for the last year. So, it is coming to 7290. So, with this we conclude the second method of hire purchase system in the books of the hire purchaser, and in the next class we will do third method. Thank you.